Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny Sheriff, and I'm excited to be talking to you today about the role of creatine and does it have a place within amenorrhea recovery. So this is not actually a question that I get often, but it's a topic I wanted to dive into. I actually wanted to dive into a lot of different supplements over the next few months, so keep an eye out. I'm talking about collagen, I'm going to talk about ashwagandha. If you have any other recommendations about supplements or areas of nutrition to look into and how it may play a role in your menstrual cycle health in general or getting your missing period back, please let me know in the comments. But otherwise, today let's talk about creatine. So in my coaching practice and at the HA Society, we do not believe in supplementing your way out of hypothalamic amenorrhea. So don't get it twisted, that's not what this is about. You absolutely must have the key fundamentals of nutrition, stress, exercise, and lifestyle covered in order to get your period back. Now, sometimes it can be fun and beneficial to actually look into and add in a few helpful supplements for recovery. One that we do not talk about very often is creatine. And as I said, I've almost never been asked this question, but it makes me think that we should. Like, there are some supplements out there that no one's talking about in recovery. And so I want to talk about them and I want to see if they help with you the way that they have with some of my clients. First, what is creatine? So creatine is actually heavily studied, especially compared to many of the other supplements on the market, which is why I thought it would be a great one to cover. These studies have shown increased strength gains, lean body mass building, improved power and performance for strength training and power athletes, and even help with digestive issues, which comes up a lot in practice here at the HA Society at least. So creatine is made of 3 amino acids: methionine, arginine, and glycine. These are found in red meat, fish, eggs, and they're also found inside of our body. And when it comes to off the shelf, creatine monohydrate is the most common and the best form for you to take. So creatine works by enhancing your body's ability to create energy, also known as ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It does not store, like your body does not store significant amounts of ATP inside of our energy stores, and thus we need a constant supply of them to keep up the amount that we need. That is a lot of work for your body to produce, right? The more ATP cells that you have in storage, the more energy that your body has for, traditionally your workout is how a lot of the creatine studies are looked at. But for our particular situation with HA, we can utilize that even more so. And I'm going to get to this shortly. So in a gym setting, taking creatine will allow for your body's ability to do more work in the gym to regenerate ATP much faster. In practice, this allows weightlifting athletes to perform just like 1 or 2 extra reps. And this pays off in the long run quite a lot, because the accumulated effect of performing those traditional reps means more muscle growth and getting stronger, and performance outcomes are better. Creatine, it allows for increased muscle gains due to increased water content within the muscle cells, which is where the benefits for getting your actual missing period back or optimizing your cycle may come in. By pulling more water into the muscle cells, this effect, it triggers protein synthesis. And that means we're minimizing protein breakdown and increasing glycogen synthesis, allowing you to train or be active without as much impact on your energy source. Now, getting your period back is all about decreasing energy output to preserve the energy input that we currently have. I hope that made sense. So as I have been mentioning, there are plenty of well-known benefits to creatine, especially when it comes to reaching performance goals in training and athletics. But what about the other areas that it might be beneficial for that probably relate to HA? Hear me out. Gut health. I have seen a number of women in recovery who had gut and digestive issues, and it makes it very difficult as a result to increase food intake when you have digestive issues. Now, some research suggests that, along with anecdotal evidence, that creatine can help with leaky gut related issues. So think about it. If you can't eat certain food groups, maybe there is a nutritional deficit for you. Now, creatine plays an important role in the digestive tract, which is needed to maintain that gut-brain barrier function, i.e. avoiding leaky gut. So it helps you to support normal digestion, enzyme secretion, and general gut health. Creatine is awesome. And when your gut health is in check, So is your brain, which of course, as we know, is the root cause of hypothalamic amenorrhea. That's, issues in the brain-gut connection is a big part often of why HA is happening at all. It all starts with food. So creatine significantly enhances cognition and helps resolve issues such as mental fatigue, chronic fatigue, and most of us are experiencing that with HA in some form or another. It's super helpful for your recovery because using creatine will be the most beneficial for hormonally restored women who are back to exercise and combining creatine use with good nutrition. So the use of creatine in your recovery is going to be most beneficial for women who are already hormonally or at least significantly hormonally restored. And those definitely who have decided to come back to exercising or increase their training in any capacity. Creatine for training purposes is an excellent supplement. Vegetarians may find creatine beneficial because our body does not naturally create the required amount that we need. We need to get it from animal proteins for the absolute most part. So by taking it as a vegetarian, there's a benefit there for sure. So let's come to a bit of a conclusion here. As you can tell, I love creatine for recovery, but the truth is it's no time to be doing really intense exercise or to be trying to train at the highest level if you don't have a period and you're trying to get back. That's a big no-no. And keep in mind that, creatine for recovery is probably splitting hairs. But if you are working towards recovery and you have an active job, a really busy lifestyle, or you are an athlete and you have signs that your body's moving in the right direction already, you may want to, with the help of a professional, start using creatine in your diet or your regime. If you're also just simply looking for the specific benefits for gut health relation or any of the other amazing things that have been shown in research about creatine, I don't think that there's any harm done in you using creatine as a tool for recovery. It's just going to help you with your energy. It's going to help you with any digestive issues. If you do start to use it and you have positive experience, I would love to hear about it because this is one of the things that I'm using more and more in practice, and I would love to see more examples of people who are having success or not with the use of creatine in their recovery. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, if you have any suggestions for episodes, please let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up, all of that good stuff, and come and check us out on Instagram at Danny Sheriff or at the HA Podcast. And don't forget to listen to the HA podcast, the Hypothalamic Amenorrhea podcast, anywhere that you listen to shows. Have a good one, guys. Bye.